Hello, my name is Brenda Silva, and I'm going to be talking to you about 21st century instruction. How is it different from 20 or 30 years ago? Well, um, as a 21st century learner and instructor, I find that it is more relevant to the students. The content that we teach, we try to make it as relevant as possible so students can connect to the information that is being provided, and that way they can learn their skills in a less rigorous way. They can actually work on things that they can do. So as 21st century teachers, we focus on the students' abilities, and we try to set that point and move forward from there on as we teach each individual. I like that there's a sense of respect because we're able to look at different places. We're able to study about different cultures, about different countries, and students can actually understand their classmates better by having or reading texts that are related to different students in the classroom, since we are in a multicultural country, especially in my ELL classroom. Now, how does my classroom look like related to the 21st century technology? Well, I have a computer, I have an Elmo and the screen, which I usually use at each day. But I've been able to integrate laptops that we were able to order. And it's been very helpful as a teacher because I use different types of programs where students can answer, and I create assessments for them that they can actually do on the screen, and then I can provide them immediate feedback. So that has been a plus for me using the laptops. I see their scores, I see how they're doing, and then from there on I decide if I should step back or if I should continue teaching something else, if they're ready for testing or not. We also have the use of headphones, and I use different programs where students can listen to what they're reading, or just any other videos that they can relate to, and that they can listen to it and relate to the pronunciation that is used around them. So the other advantage I find is that when I'm starting a unit, I usually have them do research. They don't have to go to the library or the media center and look at these large encyclopedias. They just, from their seats, from the classroom, they can Google or whatever search engine they use to find information as quick as my fingers type, right? Or their fingers type. I've noticed that I've had to teach some students how to use the laptops, how to use the mouse, because I have English language learners. They usually, not all of them, but most of them come with any technology knowledge. So I've had to step back and kind of teach them the basics of technology, and from there on I can kind of provide them different activities, such as doing videos where they can look at themselves, like I'm doing right now with the podcast. I usually do this with my kids. I record them. They usually have something written down where they can read and look at themselves later on, reflect upon what they have done, listen to themselves, see how can they improve their English. So yeah, videos have been very helpful for me, podcasts in this case, because they're actually reflecting on how are they doing and how are they progressing in my classroom. I think the other thing I would say is that if I'm If I'm talking about a particular person from a particular country, I like using virtual field trips where they can touch the picture and then try to see what's around the picture. For example, we were reading about Martin Luther King Jr. and what were his the things that he did for this nation, for this country, for the civil rights movement. And I was able to take them on a virtual tour where they saw the university where he studied. They also saw the house where he lived in Georgia. And like this, many other activities that many other places that we can go virtually. It's been very fun for them and they like exploring, and they're there, looking around and asking questions about the place that sometimes I don't know what to answer, but it's been very helpful. So the last thing I would have to mention is that using technology helps my students be more creative. So instead of just having the answers on the paper, we can have the answers on a Word document, or, like I said before, through different programs, interactive programs where they can, answer on the screen. They also like searching for pictures, and we've done mini PowerPoint presentations with them, not large ones because they are not familiarized with it yet as much as a student that has been exposed to technology. So we have been exploring with PowerPoint presentations, and they like it because I think they feel like they're trying to be as creative as possible. And when they have the presentations, they would be very encouraged to participate without being asked to do it, they have the correct attitude. So 21st century learning and instruction is like the best way. It's our helping hand as teachers during this journey into connecting students and teaching them not only for the classroom setting, but teaching them for life. Thank you.